Siwe, Chota Sinovuyo, Valelo Sakiwo, Vika Nomalizo Abongile, Obongo Sihle, Kwayi Zenonke Mbalenhle, Zindlu Zamakaya, Zamikaya, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Fanele Linda, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Social Science Honors on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Bavu Isipo Esihle, Dia Kulegani Mike, Matandabuzo Tumega Anita, Mukurana Mansupa, Mpomane Naledi, Ndlela Iviwe, Nkebe Siasanga, Ntangana Esetu, Silo Zianda Luto,
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Science in Honors on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Dube Sumaya Mkuya. Gweka Yonela Sinazo. Hambile Nelisiwe. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors in Geography on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Kwaka Nosipo. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Science in Honors in Physics on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Madlala Anele. Matezu Sinao. Mbindana Sipumliso. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors in Zoology on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Guka Kuma Zanande. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Master of Science in Chemistry on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Kasago Freddy Mungisho. Is the master's? Okay. We have it here. Has the chemistry one gone? Zoology. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Master of Science in Zoology on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Stand, just wait. Mateiso Nkonkola Zizipo, Master's dissertation title, Stable isotope analysis of 2 coexisting brown algae and associated sea urchins along the wild coast of South Africa. Supervisors, Dr. Dlaza, Dr. Dreyer, and Dr. Rothman. Mdudlu Alizwa. Title of dissertation, Stable Isotopes Analysis Ndludlu Alizwa. Title of dissertation, Stable Isotope Analysis of Selected Seaweed and Invertebrate Species at Duesa Intertidal Rock Shores, Wild Coast, South Africa, and the supervisor is Dr. Dlaza. Dabankulu Olwetu. Title of the dissertation is Utilization of the Oyster Sarcostria coculata along the wild coast of South Africa and the temporal effects of marine protected areas on their accumulation of heavy metals. The supervisors are Dr. Dlaza and Mr. Mzimela. Congrats. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Master of Science in Chemistry on the candidate whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Please stand. Yes, stand. Kasago Freddy Mugisho. The title of his dissertation is Design, Synthesis, and Evaluation of Praziquantel analogs and new molecular hybrids as potential anti-malarial and anti-schistosomal agents. The supervisor is Dr. Masamba.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Master of Arts on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Blanco Garcia Ernesto with dissertation exploring the perceptions and prevalence of ethical dilemmas among mental health practitioners in the OR Tambo district municipalities. Supervisor, Professor S.K. Mfusi. Delay Nobatembu, dissertation, Uphicoto lwesini, inkcubeko nempatho gadalala yamanina, kwiincwadi ezicongwiweyo zesiXhosa. Dlamini Mpumzi Andreas. Dissertation, Prevalence of Neurocognitive Conditions Among altered clients selected from non-governmental organizations in King Sabata Dalinjebo Municipality, Supervisor Professor S.K. Mfusi. Mapegula Mbulelo, dissertation, experiences of families bereaved by COVID deaths in New Pain Administrative Area, Mthatha, Eastern Cape. Supervisor, Professor S.K. Mfusi. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Master of Laws on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Bizwapi Zimasa Christina. Dissertation, a socio-legal perspective of domestic violence on male victims in South Africa. Supervisor, Dr. P.T. Mtunuse. Mantane Siposetu. Dissertation, Gender Inequality in the Workplace in South Africa. Supervisor, Dr. P.T. Mtunuse. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Master of Social Work on the candidates whose names appear on the program.
I hereby confer the degree.
Mavimbela Awam, dissertation, experiences of para-suicidal African youth at a selected tertiary hospital, East London, Eastern Cape. Supervisor, Professor N. Mesachwa.
Thank you. Madam Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, the next candidate to be awarded the degree, it will be done so posthumously by the Dean of the faculty. Over you, Professor.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the degree of Bachelor of Laws is posthumously awarded to Mbulawa Masibulele. I've already asked the family to come forward to accept the degree. This is the representative of the family. We may all be seated.
Chancellor of the University, the Vice Chancellor, the Chairperson of Council, the Chairperson of Convocation, the Executive Managers, the ISRC, the Campus SRC, our special guest, the parents, and Nosingai namhlanje. I will be short and precise. Firstly, ever since the graduation in I didn't hear any speaker recognizes the ground forces who have just graduated, leaders from all political formations who have just graduated. In as much as the recognition goes to the SRC, who have just graduated, who are coming from political structures, who are deployed by political structures. So those leaders who deployed us here, they are also leading those political structures. So they also deserve a recognition. Can we just please give them a round of applause for their achievements? Thanks very much. I'll just read my speech here, and I'm emotional. Let me just be short and precise, because I'm given a simple task just to do a congratulatory speech. So all of you comrades, you are sitting here today. You are here As a graduate, you started this thing at the first year level. You now have graduated through hard times because we know our struggle. We know the struggle of our university. We know financial implications that we faced during the time when you were trying to pursue your degrees. So today you are here celebrating your achievement. But the question comes, now that you have graduated, are you going to get employed? It's not easy, comrades, because we know it very well that when you owe the institution, you're not going to get your certificate, of which the reason why you are here, the primary goal was to study and get your certificate so that you can go and seek the job. In as much as you are here to graduate and get your certificate, it's not only about going out and seek a job. We need to think outside the box now that we are graduates. We must not rely on seeking jobs. We must also try by all necessary means to do jobs for us and employ other people. So that is why I always say that mentality of thinking that once you are graduated, you are going to look for a job, we must also create jobs on our own. I will just make a simplest example. If ever you as a graduate of 2023, only those who are willing, you can just donate something so that you start a business. We do have people who have graduated from business management. You do have managers, you can even have CEOs of those companies that you can open, so that we remove that stigma of thinking that once you graduate, you ought to look for a job. Yeah, so we need to be open-minded, in approach. On the issue of certificate, I would just want to thank the convocation that is led by Dr. Lungamandash. So far, they've managed to raise an amount that is above 40 million, so that those who owe the university can get their certificate. But those who are going to be assisted by that amount are very few, because as things stand, ityala apha esikolweni is 1.4 billion. I pleaded last time with the Vice Chancellor, the Chancellor, the Council, and also the student representative to come up with a way forward as to what's going to happen or what are the plans in making sure that those who have already graduated, they are getting their certificate so that they can have a better chances of getting employed. In PCC, I made an example of someone who approached us when we went to Postem to collect our graduation ticket. The person said, no, leadership president, how can you assist? Because each and every time I'm called for an interview, I do interview, I perfect it, but the question comes, where is your certificate? The thing that says you have graduated to this course, you do have a certificate. That's where problem starts. And it's not like comrades who are funded by NSFAS, almost 70% of our students. The reason why we are funded by NSFAS is because we are coming from disadvantaged families where they cannot afford to pay for our fees. But the problem in the country, the same government that promised us for free and well-resourced quality education, when it comes to implementation, there is nothing happening. I will also blame us as young people, comrades, because you are not participating in the revolution, in making sure that those people who are comfortable sitting in parliament, whenever there is a proposed bill that says there must be a mass clearance of historical death for students in South Africa, it is rejected by people who are sitting there pretending as if they are serving the interest of our masses. It was proposed for a very long time, but it was rejected by people who are sitting there, claiming that they are representing South Africans. Because the same man that assists us is coming from workers, it's a taxpayer's man, but it's being misused here and there. And it's true, comrades. So if ever you are not taking this issue of a revolution very serious, you are now going to be members of the communicating community. You must make sure that you participate in your community. It can't be the case that whenever there is imbizo concerning the issues that affect societies or communities, you are not forming part and parcel as a graduate. The only people who are going there, it's all people who are going to decide on your behalf. While you are a graduate, you need to make sure that you attend such meetings so that you can come up with new ideas. Because I can tell you, the only thing that is being discussed there cannot determine your future and the future of your children. So I am pleading with you, as you are standing here, you have graduated, you have open-minded, register to vote for the upcoming elections. Because we are in a crisis where we find ourselves in a position, umbano vele ucime, out of the blue. It is done intentionally so. There is someone who's benefiting from that. And it's wrong, it's not normal. That is why I will never download that app of checking whether the electricity is going to go today or not. Because for me, it's not normal. I will never normalize abnormalities. So we need those kind of leaders. But can we understand some of our people will just go straight and download that app as if like it's normal. So we are still young comrades. We need to make sure that we fight for our future. You have graduated, but the concern is, am I going to get a job? You are going to join a lot of people who have graduated maybe since 2010 who have no jobs. If it means be comrades, let's take it to the street as graduates to demand job to this government. Then let it be. Let it be, comrades, because as I'm standing here, I'm worried. I'm seeing parents here rejoicing because you have graduated. Even you, comrades, a lot of people, they are facing a depression. They came to East London, they came to Mthatha, coming from rural areas, they've graduated, they have to go back to rural areas again. Then there are people in rural areas who will judge you each and every day to say you have graduated, but you are now here with us. It's true, and it's painful. So we need to take a stand as young people. There is a lot of graduates. I think maybe more than half a million are graduated this year across all universities and TVET colleges. But the question, are they going to get jobs? No. Because the same government that's supposed to create jobs is the ones that are enriching the same people that are already employed to say that there is no money to pay them. Then ask yourself, as a recently graduate, what's going to happen next? If future yako ithini? So let's hope, comrades. With that being said, I fikelele kwindlebe ezingazoyithatha very serious. In closing, as the current student leadership, we have been preaching a community-based student activism, which is informed by the fact that university is just a transition stage between the life of a student to that one of working class. So to those who will be living student life, to take a responsibility of ensuring that you are registered to vote, as I've said. Over and above, as the ISRC president, I congratulate you for what you have achieved. It belongs to you, but with the hope that you are going to get the job, you are going to create opportunities for yourselves. You are not going to wait for someone to create opportunity for yourselves. Tango.
Thank you so much, colleagues. Before you is Azola Sox Mzwendaba. I'm speaking on behalf of Convocation Executive under the stewardship of Dr. Lunga Xolisa Mantashe. Just to be precise and give the simplest understanding of what convocation is. Convocation is The convocation executive is a structure that is consisting of Walter Sisulu University graduates. Part and parcel of its duties is to safeguard the brand of our institution, is to pursue and safeguard the interest of our graduates in particular. We are also forming part of the governing structures of the institution, from council, institutional forum, and other critical and important committees of our institution. Chairperson of the council, in absentia, Madam Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, Convocation would like to congratulate the graduates for making it thus far. You graduates are here because you deserve to be here, and because you have worked hard for it to be here. You have defied all the challenges to get where you are today. Hence, it's worth a celebration. We celebrate your success today, and we feel it's very important to celebrate this day for you in particular. I also welcome you as our newest members to Convocation. As the WUSU Convocation, you are also the ambassador of WUSU. This means when people see you, they see WUSU. Hence, it is then, therefore, important that post today, the manner and the way we behave and how we conduct ourselves as graduates of this institution must speak to the values, the normal standards, professionalism that will then help our institution to be in the positive news, that will help our institution to be that of first choice. Graduates, you are joining us at a time where we are on a big life-changing campaign for the clearance of graduate debt. In December of 2022, which is last year, the debt set at 1.4 billion rand. We want this to go away. It means we ought and we all have to work together in making sure that we get this done as soon as possible, so that we'll then be able to focus on other programs and the projects that deems or needs to be attended to by the Convocation. We have launched the Graduate Debt Clearance Fund on the 10th of March in response to the debt that I just alluded. In order to clear the debts of our graduates, like some of me and you who might owe the university as we speak. We also opened this crowd-fund account wherein you could make periodic small contributions to the fund. Colleagues, so far we've raised over 40 million rand in cash and non-cash values. We raised this money from government, from the business sector, from the university management, from the council, from the generous individuals, from the workers and students of our institution. Since we also want to keep in touch with you for the purposes of graduate fund and other important purposes, we request that we fill the convocation form that has been put there by your chairs, colleagues. And I want to emphasize this. Please fill those forms, and we wish to plead with you to please be active in the convocation community. We're working very hard as this convocation executive in making sure that we depoliticize the convocation, because the convocation is not a political terrain. Some of the people get a wrong misconceptualization, or some just get an attitude to the convocation because they see it as maybe just a political arena. A convocation is a structure of graduates. We encourage all of you colleagues to go and be active there. And immediately you get too much active in the convocation, it means our convocation will get the good publicity. Our convocation will then gain power to do things. Our convocation will be heard by the donors, by the community at large. Most importantly, we expand the reach of convocation through the launch of chapters throughout the country. We've launched the chapter in Eastern Cape, in the Western Cape, in Gauteng. Very soon we'll be in Durban and other provinces. And we're willing to even go abroad, because the main interest is to make the brand and the name of this institution to be in good news, and this institution to be that of first choice at all times. Hence, we all need to act in making sure that we make that a reality. The money we have raised thus far demonstrates that it is possible to overcome the graduate debt problem if each and every one of us can at least contribute the little that they have. We're using this platform to start a useful and progressive conversation about how, for instance, the campus SRCs can help in this effort, and how each student, for instance, can help us put as little as 10 rand per month. If, for instance, we all need each other to get this done. If each worker contributed, for instance, as little as 100 rand per month, and if each campus contributed roughly 100 rand, it then means over 5 million by WUSU internal stakeholders alone could be raised to free many graduates from this debt trap. This is our university. We all own this university. We must be the first ones to commit to solve this problem, because this problem faces all of us. As I was pleading with you, colleagues, to please be active in the convocation community. On the 24th of June, the Convocation Executive is having the annual general meeting in Butterworth. We encourage each and every one of you to attend physically, and some of us through visual. We encourage you to be there, because that AGM is not about electing or not, but it's where the Convocation Executive that has been given powers by you reports and account and take mandates and take the strategies, the terms of reference, the program of action on how we should reshape our institution. One other thing that we all need to accept and we all need to appreciate is that thus far, our institution is on a right track. Our institution is always on good news. We then have to act in making sure that we maintain that status quo. We all need each other to make those means possible. We believe that the WUSU situation is our situation. We're the face of this institution, and we must be proud of it and not bury our heads in sand. We're urging you to become more and more active members of WUSU Convocation so that we keep up to date with what is happening in the university and society in general. And in order to contribute meaningfully in the life-changing project that we have just started putting together. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Speaking of which, we wish to let you know that we are currently creating as many partnerships as possible to ensure that we link you up with potential opportunities and networks. And that is another good reason you should be much active in this convocation. In conclusion, colleagues, we celebrate your victory. We welcome you as WUSU Convocation from today. We hope you will help us in our fundraising efforts in any way you can. And we hope to continue to reconnect with you in future. Colleagues, the problem that we're currently facing, for now, let's make sure we get done with this 1.4 billion rand so that our graduates will get certificates and go and compete free and fairly in the competitive job market. Thank you so much. Nibe right nonk.
Molweni. Ninjani? Lephelile nami. Limas Sharon, good morning. Igama lam ndi Professor Mashudu Dabana Maselese. To our Chancellor, Ms. Gobodo, to the Chairperson of Council in absentia, Advocate Ngukai Toby, to our Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Rushila Songa. It is indeed an honor for me to give a vote of thanks. I would really like to thank our Chancellor for spending a special moment with us. We know you are a very busy person, but you find the time to officiate our graduations, and we really are blessed and honored. You are a true inspiration to all of us. For those who do not know, she graduated in 1984 in this hall, and look at her today. Can you applaud her for that? So we have a role model. When the going gets tough, you should know that there were people who made it to the top during those difficult times. So who are we? If we have role models like her, we should also make it to the top as well, especially those ones whom I don't want to indicate before I'm called that I'm stereotyping, I'm choosing a certain gender. You know what I mean. To the members of council, Dr. Tebelele and Dr. Khete, we really appreciate the fact that you took time out of your busy schedule. You know, Dr. Tebelele told me yesterday that he's not coming back today. And look at him, he's here. So we appreciate the support that we are receiving. To members of executive management and also to senior management members, we really thank you for the work that you are doing. And I'm saying this on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, because we are her extension. Whatever you see that is good, it's because we have her guidance. So to all members, appreciate that. To labor representatives, we thank you for availing yourself. To all staff members of WSU, we thank you. The work that you are doing, it's not going out unnoticed. We all appreciate what you are doing. To the ISRC, led by the President and also the campus SRC, we want to thank you for your leadership. I think they deserve a round of applause. You know, we don't always agree. We always have our difficulties and differences. But you know what? We appreciate the fact that we are so matured that we discuss our differences and see how we resolve our problems without going into the streets and disturbing our academic calendar. So we appreciate you for the work that you are doing. To guests and parents, we want to thank you for supporting your kids. We have Reverend Geja, who is amongst us. I'm sorry for the superintendent of Mthatha Circuit of the Methodist Church of Southern Africa. We want to thank you for coming. We also want to thank Mr. Hinza, who is the Director, Community Police Relations, Department of Community Safety at Bishop. We also want to thank you for really joining us at this event. To Pastor Buka, thank you very much. We really appreciate your encouraging word, connecting us to our Maker. To the Vice Chancellor, yes, we thank you for your leadership, our visionary. You know, she has advised that we should take that road which is less traveled. Then we will say we are courageous. I think if you have forgotten everything, remember that. And as well, remember that, you know, you need to overcome your fears. So that's what she has said. And we want to thank her for her leadership, because she's leading by example. That's why she takes unapologetic decisions that we all follow. Can you applaud her for that? To the SRC President, Mr. Masikole, I think you have heard what he said, that we should be open-minded and be entrepreneurs. So I think it is important that we start thinking out of our boxes. Thank you very much, Mr. President, who graduated last week as well, leading by example. We want to appreciate you. To Mr. Mzwendaba, we request you to convey this message to Convocation. We appreciate the fundraising activities that you are doing. And I think if we support one another, we will go places. And thank you very much for availing yourself. To the choir, today you have outdone yourselves. Yeah, you deserve a round of applause. Thank you. You know, Africa sings when Africa is sad, and Africa sings when Africa is celebrating. So this is who we are, and you make us celebrate. We thank you for that. To our graduate, class 2023, I saw a lot of staff members graduating. Allow me, Madam Chancellor, to request our staff to stand up who graduated today. Can you just stand, please? Thank you very much. These staff members are saying to Madam Vice Chancellor, we are heeding your call of getting our qualifications, and this is what they are doing. I saw them even yesterday, so we are very encouraged. One of them even got his PhD. We are very encouraged when we see staff members heeding to the call of the Vice Chancellor. Keep doing your good work, and we will eventually get there, because we are in pursuit of excellence. Can I request SRC as well to stand? Those who graduated today. Do we have any? Your president said even political parties. Can I request all to stand who graduated today? Please stand, please stand. This is very important, colleagues. It's very important for us to note that academia and politics do go together. And when you mix the two, you become a better politician. So if you are to fight for the rights of your fellow students, you should be fighting on an informed basis and leading by example, showing us that when it comes to studies, you really go and do your homework. So thank you for leadership, for that kind of leadership. Now I will ask all graduates to stand. Stand, please. I thought parents will applaud. That's better. Graduates, as you standing, face the direction of your lecturers, and I will speak on your behalf. And I'm saying, our graduates are saying to you lecturers, we have made it thus far through your efforts. You have spent sleepless nights for our sake. You believed in us and made that difficult task simple. This is why we are here today, and for that we say a big thank you to the deans of the faculty and also to our lecturers. Now face your parents. To our parents, our loved ones, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for your support. During those times where we had emotional challenges, you were there for us. When the going was tough, you provided a shoulder for us to lean on. You also provided funds for us to be where we are today. And as graduates, we promise we will take care of you. When we get our jobs, when we start our businesses, we are going to take care of you. We will not run away from the village. We will make sure that you are comfortable. To all our guests, you can take a seat. To all our guests, we want to say, thank you for funding this project. We want to encourage you to continue to fund our students, to continue to fund and support this good cause. Because you know, if a nation is educated, we know that we will be on the right track towards development of our country. To organizers of this event, the registrar and his team, MCA, the photographers, IT, and those who are working behind scenes, including security, facilities, cleaning, ushers, and those who are providing us with nourishment, we want to thank you all. If it wasn't for your efforts, this day would not be this successful. Thank you. Just to close, few announcements. The VC would like to invite our procession and our VIPs to join her at the executive room where she's going to meet them. Now, we are going to sing the national anthem, which is going to be led by our choir. We should remain standing. You know, when we sing the national anthem, we stand up. We should remain standing until the Chancellor dissolves the congregation, and we remain standing until the last academic procession leaves the hall. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as Chancellor of Walter Sisulu, where am I reading? So, Lady Chancellor. By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor, I also award the qualifications in absentia to those students not present. I hereby dissolve this congregation of Walter Sisulu University.
Upandimilika no bayakholwa bo ukuthi babulala imfuyo bo imfuyo bayi